And this card here is the King of Pentacles, and it's our card on the bottom of the deck. Very stable energy, the King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Not necessarily, though. It's more about the energy. Doesn't even have to be a man. However, you'll notice his feet are firmly planted here. He's looking at this coin, focused on material things. And how to manifest things in the material realm, right? How to make things happen. Good health, wealth, success, again, in the material. Fertility, represented by the grapes up here, and so on. So this is really stable energy. Being a Pisces, you're a water sign. This could be a father figure or parent type figure. Could be a boss or supervisor at work. Could be a guide or somebody that helps you in some kind of a way. A mentor could be your partner in life, right? Husband or wife person. Okay. Now, interesting, we have here the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, which is about a lack of grounded energy, a lack of stability. In the upright, this is the ideal parent. Again, could be the Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus person. In the reverse, though, you see somebody who's not grounded. Maybe they're way up in their crown chakra. Maybe they're coming off as flaky. Maybe they're struggling with bipolar disorder or something like that that keeps them in their head and struggling with manifesting the material things, right? In the upright position, she would be the ideal counterpart for the King of Pentacles. These two would make a very well-balanced pair. In the reverse, however, one is stable and one is unstable. So we'll see what this reading has to say, but it could be about steps to take to become more stable in your finances, more stable in your marriage, more stable in your family life or in your relationship. We'll see what the other cards have to say for us. This moon card here is about deception, illusion, lack of clarity, things being clouded over, mystery. This is about the yin, the feminine, the intuitive side. But with this comes the thought that if we're not well grounded, we can fall for anything, right? We can be easily deceived with something, right? For some of you, this could even be like, you're being deceived by someone, possibly by this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, whoever that is, right? And just a reminder, take this as it resonates. I mean, general readings don't apply for everyone who watches or every sign or what have you, but, as we're trying to figure out what's going on, I guess I will pick that up again. So we have this individual over here who is not straightforward, not grounded, not balanced energy. We have this feeling of deception and mystery and illusion and not knowing something. And then we have this Fool card here, which the Fool card can be about the beginning of something new. Right? The beginning of something new. Taking a leap of faith. But given this panel right here, I'm recommending that you don't do anything foolish. Get the information. Wait for the clarity to come in. Find out the information that you need before you trust in this Queen of Pentacles person. Because this Queen of Pentacles may be spending money that you don't realize, running up debt. They could be somebody at work who's stealing from the company or engaging in some kind of violation, an ethical violation or a company policy issue. Something's going on over here. Be careful that you're working with your moon energy to illuminate what's going on there, that you don't be foolish in this endeavor here. So keep your eyes open. And check in with your intuition, too. This here has to do with the Ten of Wands. It is the Ten of Wands. I apologize. This has to do with burden, responsibility, having a lot on your plate, right? Having a lot on your plate. So we can also see another interpretation in that if you are the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this could be about you being overburdened and not being able to balance and juggle your responsibilities. This is about being burdened with responsibilities. So this even could be you. Now, one thing I do find with readings, even with a personal reading, is that I can read it one way and do like that in one area, but it can also apply in a completely different context. This could be that person who's deceiving you and trying to make you foolish, but it also could be you out of balance with too much responsibility and not being able to walk away from that burden. Maybe there is something that you need to walk away from because this Queen of Pentacles energy is coming in. You are overburdened. Maybe it's because you're burdened with responsibility and because you're following your responsibilities that you won't follow your star and walk away to your better purpose, your better mission in life. Again, take it as it resonates because there's, who knows how many people will view this video. Now we have here the Eight of Wands, which in the upright is very fast-moving energy coming in. But this is about a delay to the energy or a kind of feelings of stagnation or lack of communication. And that could be why you're experiencing this cloud in here. It's hard to make a decision when people bite their tongue and they don't tell us what's going on. I like to tell my clients that I can handle almost anything as long as it's true. And I have yet to not be able to handle something that a client has brought up to me if it were true. We have to be able to open those doors of communication. If people aren't communicating with you, wow. I'm also looking at these pictures here and see how this person's carrying a bundle of sticks, and bundled together like that, they're a lot heavier. You can release the burden by untying this bundle, spreading them out like that, and dealing with one thing at a time. One thing at a time. That's a great way to deal with ADHD, by the way. If you are feeling that you yourself are in an ungrounded energy, one thing at a time. A time, right? But this does lead to a happy family life, a happy, successful situation. It does look like it's going to be something positive. I think what I'm looking at right here is, although this is a desire not to move forward, this is still that stuck and stagnant energy here. But this, as we look at our Fool card, this is about moving on. Which leads to that. There's something new to do, right? This is the happy house on the hill. This is physical manifestation. This is King of Pentacles. My first thought that this is about helping you get to that point of stability is quite on. In fact, that's what I'm thinking. Like when we unbundle these sticks here, take these things on one at a time. This is how we're going to get to this place right in here. It's a lot of work to do. It's a lot to do. When we don't want to move on, however, from something that's negative and leaving us ungrounded and overburdened, or when we're feeling overwhelmed, or our thoughts are racing and we can't quite get control over them. This is about learning a karmic lesson. And part of our karmic lesson is no matter what my spirit wants me to do and how noble it is to do it, I still have to deal with my physical body and my physical reality. Right? I find in working with people with bipolar disorder, for example, one of the things that plagues them is racing thoughts. So when you really can unpack your thoughts one at a time and bring them forward and release things, create lists, write things down, a lot of times that can be a very, very helpful way to get into this position of balance where you can manage your disease to the extent that that's possible. Some manifestations of bipolar disorder are very difficult to manage. But, with that having been said, there are still things that we can do to reduce symptoms or severity of symptoms just through behavior. Of course, if medication is appropriate, see your doctor. But with this karma card, it is in the upright. We do want to be sure that we're looking at our lessons, looking at our life lessons. You know, we kind of need to shine some light on the situation. Use your intuition, but be careful. Sometimes the moon can represent mental instability, psychiatric issues, and so on too. But again, that's all kind of part of it. There may be something here that needs to be unraveled, and working with a professional may be helpful for you if necessary, you know. And remember too, you don't have to have a mental health diagnosis today to go in and see a talk therapist to get some ideas for how to manage your life. This 10 of Cups is in the reverse, which is in an interesting position in my thought. Just because we are so close to the 10 of Pentacles in the upright and the Fool. Pardon me. But maybe, excuse me, maybe this unhappy family life that we see here in the 10 of Cups in reverse is because of an inability to move on from a relationship or situation that's not working for you. Now, don't leave somebody just because I said this may happen in a general reading or what have you. But that could be some of what this is. Maybe it's preventing you from having happiness in your family life because you're unable to really unpack what's going on and to make some sense of that and to deal with each of your burdensome responsibilities. So with this 10 of Cups, though, I don't feel like it's, we have to look at this too. We've got this King of Pentacles here. It's going to take time to work it out and work through it together. But you'll notice that this looks like a family. There's a small person and then there's two larger people in that. It looks like two adults and a child. And when you think about that, that's symbolic of the family. It looks like if you are willing to work together, even though this may be a delay for a time, this is coming in and it's not even going to be a big delay because we've got this 10 of Pentacles. Which, I mean, really, don't they look alike? The 10 of Cups speaks to the emotionality of it, the emotions. And the Pentacles speaks of the earth and the material. So even if you're struggling to deal with some things on an emotional level, it looks like you still have the physical material support of friends or family and other persons who can help you through this right now, help you try to achieve that sense of groundedness if you're not the grounded one. If you are the grounded one and that's someone else, then it's you being the stable support for someone else who's going through a rough time right now, who may be feeling himself or herself to be less grounded than they may choose to be at this time. All of this is learning. All of this is just learning about who we are and what it means to be a human being and who we are as individuals. And this is about our divine opportunity to grow, to heal, to find courage, really to reach in and find the best parts of ourselves, regardless of any obstacles we may be facing. I like to think of us as spirit occupying a physical experience for a period of time. We don't know how long we're going to be on this earth, but we certainly can make the most of it. And if we help each other out and if we do what we can to find that kind of balance in life, we can have extremely happy outcomes in the overall picture. Find a real sense of contentment and joy. Now, you may have been able to hear me shuffling in the background. I do have my brand new, thanks to my roommate, my brand new oracle cards. They are called the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. They're by Denise Lynn, and they are a gift from my friend who visited Arizona and came back today. Excuse me a second. I have a cat issue today. When I'm rolling tape, he's usually fine, but he's into everything right now today. And then when I kick him out of the room, he's out there screaming away. So he needs to get his act together because I just don't even know right now. I can't deal with that. I'm going to set a boundary. At any rate, as I shuffle these Sacred Traveler Oracle cards, I do ask that Spirit bless us with guidance, wisdom, words of healing, love, encouragement, Something that Spirit thinks that would be beneficial for our Pisces friends to know right about now as they continue on their journey. All right, so we have a card. It is Answering the Call. It's the first card in the deck because they're done alphabetically, right? And it says, the time is now. Oops, wait a minute. Okay, sorry about that. The time is now. Card meaning, you've been called. The sacred journey always starts with a call. You might feel ready, or you might be uncertain and not willing. But when you receive the call, you must respond. If you've been waiting for your life to turn out, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, you've been called, and a gateway is opening for communications from the spirit realms. The energy of courage surrounds you. You may not know what the future brings, but you do know that it is now time to act and go forward. The sacred traveler wants you to know Spirit is trying to get your attention. Right now, your spirit helpers are telling you that this is your time. Listen with your heart. The time is now. Do it now. Throw your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and plunge forward. The wait is over. No matter what concerns or hesitations you may have, in the deepest sense, you are ready. Believe, trust, follow the signs. There will be many, and miracles will abound. Beautiful.